Hi students, welcome to my channel Thoughts of Physics.
So in the video series of current electricity, in this class I am going to explain the series combination of cells. So already we have discussed the series combination and parallel combination of resistors. The same formula we are going to apply in series combination and parallel combination of cells also. Now generally the cells are connected in series. The cells are said to be connected in series when the negative terminal of the first cell is connected to the positive terminal of the second cell, and so on. If we continue like that, that is called series combination of the cells. Generally it is said to be end-to-end connection. Series combination means end-to-end connection. Here for cells particularly, it having the terminals, so that's why the negative terminal of the first cell connected to positive terminal of the second cell, then these two cells are said to be connected in series. Now let us consider two cells of EMFs E1 and E2. E1 and E2 are the EMFs of the two cells, and the internal resistances of the two cells are R1 and R2. R1 and R2 are the internal resistances of the two cells. Now the two cells are connected in series as shown in the figure A. Now the two cells are connected in series between the points A and C. Between the points A and C, the two cells are connected in series. Now this is the direction of electric current. So now we have shown from C to A. We have shown from C to A because electric current direction is out of the circuit is from positive terminal to negative terminal, because electrons moving from negative terminal to positive terminal. So in the opposite direction, we generally used to take the direction of electric current. So now this is the direction of electric current from C to A. Now already we have discussed that in series combination, same current flows through the elements. So in both the cells, same current flows, but the potential difference across the two cells is different. Already we have discussed in case of series combination of resistors also. So the potential difference is different. Now, so to get the total potential difference between the points A and C, first we are going to find the potential difference between the two cells individually, then we are going to add whatever the different quantity that will be added. Now the potential difference between the terminals of first cell, this is the first cell, the potential difference between the terminals of the first cell, that can be taken as VAB, because the first cell we have placed between the two points A and B. So B is the point in between the cells. So VAB is the potential difference between the terminals of the first cell. So now this is the discharging condition. So that's why the potential, generally potential difference formula is V is equal to E minus IR. E minus I into R. So now the potential difference between the terminals of the first cell VAB is equal to E1 minus I into R1, because E1 is the EMF of the first cell minus I. The current passing through the cell is I, and internal resistance of the first cell is R1. So the potential difference between the terminals of the first cell is VAB, that is equal to E1 minus IR1. Similarly, the potential difference between the terminals of the second cell, potential difference between the terminals of the second cell, this is the second cell. So E2 is the EMF of the second cell, R2 is the internal resistance of the second cell, and I is the current passing through the second cell too. That's why VBC, the potential difference between the terminals of the second cell is VBC, because second cell is placed between the points B and C. That's why VBC is equal to E2 minus IR2, because E minus IR is the formula, E2 is the EMF of the second cell, and R2 is the internal resistance of the second cell. In both the cells, same current I flows. So these are the potential differences between the terminals of the two cells. So now the the total potential difference across the combination. We can say the potential difference between the 2 points A and C. The two cells are connected between the points A and C. The total potential difference between A and C of the series combination of the two cells. So the two cells are connected in series between the points A and C. Now the total potential difference between the points A and C is equal to the potential difference between A and B plus the potential difference between B and C. That's why VAC is equal to VAB plus VBC. So that is equal to VAB, the potential difference, okay, between the terminals, between the points A, B. That can be, already we have written that E1 minus I into R1. Now we have taken the value VAB is equal to E1 minus IR1 plus VBC, that is the potential difference between the points B and C. The potential difference between B and C, that is the potential difference between the terminals of second cell, that is E2 minus IR2 VBC. Now that value you have substituted here, E2 minus I into R2. This is the total potential difference between the points A and C. Now this expression just we have modified. Positive values, the cells EMFs of the cells we have written together. So E1, here it is plus E2. So now if you write these E1 and E2 together, and we left with minus IR1 and minus IR2. Now E1 plus E2 as it is, and from these two terms we can take I common. If you take I common, from the first term we left with R1 plus from the second term we left with R2, R1 plus R2. Let it be equation number 1. Now the series combination of the two cells. So now the two cells are connected in series. This series combination is replaced by a single cell. This cell is called equivalent cell. This cell is called equivalent cell. The EMF of this equivalent cell is EEQ. EQ means equivalent EMF. REQ means internal resistance of the equivalent cell. Now when the two cells are replaced with a single cell, that is the equivalent cell. Equivalent cell means a single cell which produces the same effect as produced by the two cells. That means whatever the effect produced by the combination of the two cells, that same effect produced by this cell. That's why it is called equivalent cell. Between the two points A and C, the equivalent cell is connected. Now the same current I flows from C to A in this circuit also. That let it be figure B. From the figure B, we can write the terminal potential difference. V is equal to E minus IR formula. So V is equal to EEQ minus I, current flows through it, I into REQ. Now that is the, if you apply the condition for the equivalent cell, now VAC, the potential difference between the A and C is equal to E minus IR. According to that, E minus I into R, that is EEQ minus I into REQ. Now this is equation number 2. So if you compare the two equations, so VAC as it is, in place of EEQ, we have in the first equation E1 plus E2, that is the equivalent EMF of the two cells. Now minus I as it is there, REQ, in place of REQ, here R1 plus R2 is there. So that's why EEQ can be written as E1 plus E2 and REQ can be taken as R1 plus R2 now. So now this is the equivalent EMF and equivalent internal resistance. This is we have written for two cells. If this relation applied for n number of cells, it can be written as EEQ is equal to E1 plus E2 plus and so on plus En for n number of cells. Similarly, if you write the internal resistance also for n number of cells, REQ is equal to R1 plus R2 plus and so on plus Rn. From this we can say that when the cells are connected in series, the equivalent EMF is equal to the sum of the EMFs of individual cells. The sum of the EMFs of individual cells. Similarly, the equivalent internal resistance also equal to the sum of the internal resistances of the individual cells. Now, so for identical cells, if you apply this formula, then EEQ becomes N into E. Here, N is the number of cells and E is the EMF of each cell. Identical cells means all the cells having same EMF and same internal resistance. So here E is the EMF of each cell. Now this is the equivalent EMF for the identical cells. Similarly, equivalent internal resistance for the identical cells, that is N into R. Here N is the number of cells and small r is the internal resistance of each cell. Now as we have discussed, equivalent cell, a single cell which produces the same effect as produced by the combination of cells. So this is the end of series combination of the cells.
If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. For latest updates, subscribe and click the bell icon. Thank you.